Hello, YouTube family. Long time no talk. This is CC back with you. Another video just to give you an update with my fibroids. I recently just had someone reach out to me on my page and was asking me, how things were going. And the funny thing about that is the day that the young lady contacted me and inboxed me, I had just gone to the doctor and I did a video at the doctor, but I really kind of stopped the video because I was trying to get my head wrapped around some things that I was told. But with her inboxing me, asking me how everything was going, I feel like I need to go ahead and put this video out and give you guys an update on what's going on, let you know what the next steps would be for me. So, as you know, if you follow me, last summer, I went to the emergency room, which I rarely do. I'm not an emergency room type person. So if I go to the emergency room, it's bad for me. And I went because I was having a lot of pain with the fibroids. And I was told at that time one of them could be degenerating, and that what was causing all of my pain. So tried to forget about it, was trying to do some teas and things like that to help shrink the fibroids. And just long story short, um, nothing was happening. I'm still experiencing a lot of pain. So I was scrolling down Google, just researching some things and just looking up some things. And I came across a place called the Mint Institute. And this is a place that said that they do non-invasive surgery for fibroids. So it kind of caught my attention. And I really feel like God led me to this particular office the way it caught my attention. Like, I really felt it was God led. So with that being said, I went to go see this doctor, which was awesome. We call him Dr. A because he has this very long name, Dr. Orkanawi or something like that. He has this very long name, and when I say I felt very comfortable at this place, he talked to me about my situation. He had looked at my CAT scans and my ultrasounds, and he told me that I needed an MRI. Now, me and closed in spots don't get along. I don't like claiming that I'm claustrophobic, but I do not like being in enclosed spaces. The last time that I had to get an MRI on my neck after a car accident, it was a little traumatizing. I went in the closed MRI and I could not do it, and they had to send me to an open MRI. Anyway, with that being said, when he said I needed an MRI, I literally got anxious about it. But long story short, I prayed about it before I went into that appointment. I talked to God the whole way through. They gave me some earbuds where I was able to listen to gospel music, and they put a towel over my face so I could not see that I was in a enclosed space. But I was able to get through that MRI by the grace of God. Thank God, because I really needed it. So, bringing you up to date with those results. I go in and I did a video at the doctor's office, sitting here waiting on my MRI results. I wonder if you guys can hear me, my MRI results. Gotta tell y'all about that MRI. I didn't even tell you guys I was coming in for a follow-up, but that's what I'm here for now. See what they say, see what they can do to help me, and we're just gonna see how it goes. Just kind of saying that I was there, and I started one right after I left, but I honestly, just being transparent, I couldn't finish the video because I was trying to wrap my brain around what I was told. So this particular doctor knows that I am still trying to conceive, so he wanted the MRI to see what was the best way possible for him to go in, try to fix the fibroids without damaging the uterus. Of course, we could do myomectomy, say that correctly, myomectomy, which is the surgical removal of the fibroids. But when we looked at the images, there were so many fibroids on my images that they could not be counted. Like seriously, I knew about the three larger ones that my OBGYN pointed out when I went back last summer with the CAT scan and ultrasound. But just to let you ladies know, ultrasound and CAT scan, yeah, they're good at, kind of pointing out some things that's going on. But the MRI gives you very fine detail of what's going on inside your body. And this is why this physician wanted to do the MRI. So he did the scans, and I will try to upload a picture of my scans so you can see. But the three big ones that my OBGYN pointed out, you could see them very well, but in the MRI imaging, you seen the rest of the fibroids that were literally covering my uterus. So what he told me was, he said he felt like there was room in my uterus for a baby to grow if I were to get pregnant, but the thing is, if it implanted in the wrong place, with it being so many fibroids, that the fibroids could try to steal the nutrients from the baby, because the fibroids are hooked up to your blood vessels. And once you're pregnant, the blood vessels are supposed to go to the placenta to feed the baby. Well, there's so many everywhere over my uterus. If it will have to be the perfect spot for a baby to implant without it affecting. And even if it implanted in the right spot, he just shared with me how him and his brothers, his mother was diagnosed with fibroids, and she carried them with fibroids, and their little legs ended up being kind of scrunched inside the uterus because of the fibroids. They didn't really have room to grow, and one of the young men, that is his brother, had to wear braces. Anyway, I know a lot of information. I feel like I'm kind of rambling on here, but long story short, it looks like I may have to have surgery. And not may have to have surgery, it looks like I will be going to surgery. Because when I looked at the images for myself, I seen exactly what he was talking about. Like, literally, my uterus is covered with fibroids. And at this point, I'm really tired of the pain. I'm tired of having to find ways to deal with the pain. I'm not a medicine taker, so I really just kind of deal with it. And it's come to the point where I feel like I have to do something about it. With that being said, I still feel like God's word does not come back void. But at this point, I I feel like I really don't have any options. I really have to go ahead and do this. And of course, my husband is very supportive. He didn't even think twice about it when I came home because of COVID. He was not able to go to the doctor's appointment with me. But of course, I kind of snapped a picture of one of the scans, and showed him. And he didn't think twice. He like, no, you need to go ahead and just get the surgery. Nothing's happening with us not having surgery, so we need to just go ahead and take our chances. So I will be going to surgery. I'm actually going to schedule that tomorrow. Feel a little apprehensive about it. I have not been in a surgery since my early 20s, so it is what it is. I will say that it is what it is. But we're going to do a fibroid embolization, where he's going to go into the groin and basically stop the veins that are feeding the fibroid, in hopes that they will die off. Not in hopes that they will die off. He said there's a 90% chance, 90+% chance that, that it will kill all of the fibroids. So that's where I am right now. I will insert the video that I started to do at the doctor's office, and then insert some pictures so you guys can just see. And when I insert the picture, you will notice the three big ones right off the bat. I mean, you literally see them. It's going to be the dark spots that's in there. But then if you pay attention to the smaller dark spots, all of those dark spots that's in this image are fibroids. And the lining of the uterus, you see the lining of the uterus clearly, but right up under the lining of the uterus where a baby should implant, there's fibroids just all up under there. So this is where I am. I am still holding on to faith. I'm a firm believer that everything happens for a reason. For me to come across this clinic on Google and for it to catch my eye like it did, and it just really stuck with me. And then I go to the place, and this doctor was absolutely amazing. He took his time with me. He believes in God, so he understands exactly where I'm coming from. So right now it's in God's hands, and we will schedule this surgery. I will keep you guys updated on what's going to happen, when the surgery should be, and of course follow up after the surgery and let you guys know how that goes. But that is where I am right now. Just wanted to give you an update. Get things checked out, and if you have not had an MRI on your fibroids, I would suggest that you go to that step to get the MRI. CAT scans and ultrasounds are great, but that MRI give you so much fine detail, and you will know exactly what you're dealing with. So if you have any questions, you can inbox me. I most definitely will get back with you, but just wanted to let you guys know where we at, what the update is, and we're going to surgery. So God bless everyone. Thanks for coming out and listening, and I will update you guys as we go through this process.